Hey everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to get generals as fast as you possibly can on Settlers 2. You start with 103 privates and the goal is to get them all the way up to general. Now I would highly strongly recommend don't go into battle. Don't go into battle right away unless you absolutely have to, because your privates are worth nothing and they're just going to die really quickly. So save all your battle for the generals, because it's much more expensive to build new armies than it is for you to just use the ones that you have. And as soon as you start going into battle with privates, you're just going to lose them all anyway. So that's another video I can talk about. If you are interested, let me know down in the comments. First things first, we are going to get as close to our base as we possibly can with one of these three-tiered large buildings, and we want to build a stronghold. Okay, I know that might seem silly at first, but trust me, you're going to need that stronghold as close to the headquarters as possible. So that's step number one. You do need to get your economy and everything else going. So that would be good. Make sure you're chopping down trees and all that other stuff. But then the next major goal to get generals is expansion. You need expansion as fast as you possibly can, because you got to find that gold as fast as you possibly can. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let's see. I'm pretty confident that this isn't gold, but let's go ahead and send a geologist down there anyway, just in case. Okay, so on this particular map, I'm pretty sure gold is down here. If you don't know where the gold is, you're just going to have to go as fast as you can. But I'm pretty sure the gold's down here. So we will expand this way as much as we can, although honestly, we should expand everywhere else. All of your miners are going to require food, so you are going to need to get some food built up as well. So you can do farms. So I'd say every 2 farms for a bakery and all that fun stuff. 2 farms for a pig farm. You do need to establish some food as soon as you can. The other thing you can do to help your food out is if you see some animals roaming around like these 3 here, you can put down a hunter's hut nearby. Another thing is a fisherman's hut. So you can put a fisherman's hut anywhere near the water, but don't put them too close. Like I wouldn't put one anywhere near this fisherman's hut, because they also seem to kind of tap themselves out if there's too many fishermen's too close together. But you could put one here. I've got another one over here. So those are great resources for some food as well. Okay, the other thing that is tricky that you do need to do is go into the global economy settings. Go over here to default military settings. So this says troop strength relative to the range of enemy buildings. So if there's no stripe on the flag, that means that those are far away from your enemy. They're not really going to put any troops in there at all. The 1 stripe means they're going to have a little bit of strength from the troops because it's kind of close to the enemy, but not close enough to be attacked. And the close is with the X, and that means that you're close enough to be attacked. You need really strong people in there. So we want to move these all the way up, because we want to force our troops to go into military buildings that have a blank flag on it, like the stronghold. So push these all the way up. And right now, this button here says stronger soldiers defend first, and this one here says weaker soldiers defend first. So we're going to use that in just a little bit. We've just built our first barracks right here, and somebody is in there. And we've got a little private there, and that's great. So all the barracks that you need to build, you want to turn off the coin supply. You don't want any coins to go anywhere. So we turn off the coin supply, and honestly, this one here, we can evacuate the soldiers as well, just because the flag is totally white. We're not even close to anybody, so we really want to keep as many soldiers in here in the headquarters as possible and the stronghold as possible, because we're going to use the stronghold as the training ground to boost up all of our privates into generals. So every time you get a building manned, you need to turn off the coin supply and kick them out if they're pretty far away. And continue to expand. As soon as you can, expand again. Okay, I got another military building manned, the barracks, so let's go there. Okay, perfect. That was quick. And remember, turn off the coins, kick them out, unless they're right up against the enemy, which this one isn't. So kick them off, and we've got some spot here that we can send a geologist to, although again, I don't think that this is going to be gold. One thing I do like to do is when the geologist finds stuff like this, like the coal, I will go ahead and stick a coal mine actually on it. I won't connect it up until I'm ready to use it, so that I don't want to use these yet, because my infrastructure is just not ready for it. All right, let's go to this stronghold here. This is the only one, once it's done building, you don't want to turn off coins and you don't want to kick the people out. This is where you want all of your gold coins to go and all of your army. Hey, and we did find gold. Oh, perfect. That is great. So let's go ahead and put a gold mine in. And you know what? I'm ready to connect it already. Okay, another military building. Let's kick them out. And another military building here. Let's go ahead and kick them out as well. Make sure to turn off the coins, kick the people out. All right, that mountain is full of gold. That is great news for us. Let's go ahead and connect up a coal mine as well, because we're going to need that and the gold. And let's go ahead and put a mint pretty close to the headquarters. You could kind of maneuver this around wherever you want, but all the coins from the mint are going to go straight into the stronghold. So it's nice to have them kind of close together, but you could always stick them closer to the gold mine and the coal mine so that they can create coins faster, but this will work out just as well. I've got 2 farms here that will feed into this mill and the bakery. And these 2 farms here will feed into the pig farm, and I do need to have a slaughterhouse. So let's go ahead and build the slaughterhouse. Awesome. So the geologist found a little bit more gold right there and there. So I'll just stick a gold mine right there, but I'm not going to use it yet. I don't have enough food supply to maintain a big mining industry. And so really the focus is 1 gold mine, 1 coal mine, and support those. If you have a bigger economy, by all means, go for it. But really we need to just focus on gold, coal. Another military building manned. Every single time you've got to go in there and you've got to turn the coins off and kick them out. Another tip is your gold mine is very valuable.
Obvious.
Oh, and we're getting a little close here. So this barracks here, I would probably expand it just in case. And this barracks here, I'd probably expand it just in case, just so that we can make sure that we get, the gold protected, because if you lose the gold, you're not going anywhere. So yeah, we've got some gold being delivered here, finally. So there's our 1 gold, and it won't take them very long at all to give us a gold coin. And then that gold coin should force its way over here to the stronghold. Okay, so we've had at least 1 gold coin in there. In fact, there's a second one, see? So now they're gonna start compounding here. So once this all gets filled up with generals, I'll show you what we'll do next. So now that we are full on this, we do want to evacuate these guys. And it'll take a few minutes for them to all evacuate. And they will go right into the headquarters if that's how you have it set up. Okay, now that it's emptied, before we can put in new armies, we do need to go back here. And we need to say we want the weaker soldiers to defend first. Okay, so now when I go into here and turn on that so that new soldiers would come in, see, we've got little weak privates coming out there now, and they're going to fill in the stronghold now. Okay, so the stronghold is all filled up, so let's go back into here and make sure you click it back to stronger soldiers defend first, because when you go up against your enemies, if you have buildings like this one that are getting close to the enemy, you want to make sure that there's strong soldiers in there. In fact, since these guys are weak, I'm just going to kick these guys out right now. They're kicked out, and now turn it back on, and it should send out some of those new generals. Yep, right there. We've got some new generals coming to defend against the borders. And this one here as well. I do want to turn coins off, but I'm going to kick these guys out. And now I'm going to turn it back on so that new generals will come and fill that in. And I definitely don't want generals there. Okay, and you can see even after just 1 round of filling up that stronghold and turning them into generals, we have massively increased our military strength. And the process is beginning all over again. All right, we got some new generals filling in this brand new barracks. Perfect, and it is close to the enemy because we've got the cross on the flag there. And so I want to keep them, but I want to turn off gold coins coming there. Same thing, this one's close to the enemy as well. So these ones that are closer to the enemy, I do want to extend them a little bit. So I want to get more generals in there. Oh, and that one actually doesn't have coins turned off. Whoops. Unfortunately, I think all of my generals are used right now, so I've got to keep these guys in there. But it's better to have some weak guys in there than nobody at all. So I will leave it there, but I think I will extend this because it is close to the enemy. Okay, we got all 9 again filled up, so let's go ahead and evacuate these soldiers. Now that it's gone, remember, go back down to here, turn on weak soldiers defend first, and then let them come back in again. Okay, as soon as it's filled up, please switch it back to strong soldiers because we need to defend our borders. In fact, now that we have a few extra generals, I want to go through and, like these guys here, they're weak, so I want to kick them out and replace them with generals. So 2 new generals should show up there. And same thing here, I probably, let's see. Okay, I was able to get rid of the 1 guy and turn it back on so that a general should hopefully fill in its place. Now, because our military strength is so much stronger than everyone else's, the AI typically won't try and attack us. Unless they're really extreme, but in general, as long as you're stronger than the other ones, they're going to leave you alone. That's another reason why it's so important not to waste your little weak army guys at the very beginning, because as soon as you do, you start losing them, you're going to start going down here, and already you're saying, I'm weak, attack me. I'm weak, attack me. And it's just a vicious, ugly cycle. So do not attack unless you absolutely have to early on. Just wait until you get generals. It's so much better.
I'm weak, attack me.
We are losing a little bit of territory, but that's just because we're so close. But honestly, I'm not concerned. We've got 3 generals in there. They probably have nothing but privates or weak guys. I'm not concerned. Okay, stronghold is filled up all again, so let's do it again. Okay, it's all filled up. Let's switch it back to stronger. Okay, so it is a good idea to keep cycling through some of your military buildings just because this one now is a full X on it. So we need to make sure we've got armies in there, especially because it's close to our gold mine, because this is what we need to really protect. Okay, all filled up. Let's do it again. You know the drill. All right, well, that's about it. So just to recap, make sure you get that stronghold as close to headquarters as possible. Get a good economy going with some food. Really, you only need one gold mine, one coal mine, and a mint. Every new military building that's built, make sure you turn the coins off, and you can kick them out unless they're right up against the border of the enemy. And just remember, turn all these ones, troop strength relative to range of enemy buildings, all the way up to strong, all the way. And you just need to be bouncing this back and forth as you're shifting armies around. So if you're interested, we can talk about how to organize armies as we attack the enemy, and so we can keep moving our strong people out to the edge of the border where we need the people. So if you're interested in that or interested in some more Settlers 2 gameplay or tips or tricks, please let me know down in the comments and we'll be happy to make some more content. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.